welcome to the post game on Lady Justice vs. Rasputina. Yeah, if you haven't watched the game, go watch that first because this is gonna be very spoilery. I got wrecked. So I'm gonna go through what I was thinking with my scheme choices. I don't remember all of them. I wish I had them. I should have pulled them out in front of me, but basically boiled down to we had to be along the middle line. I figured that we'd be grabbing the edges, then kind of fighting over the middle. So I was focusing on assassinate because I really thought I'd be able to get someone out and just take out Rasputina. That obviously, I never got near her, which was pretty brutal. So yeah, and then the cursed object was basically just because I thought we'd all be fighting right in the middle. It'd be easy to toss on a couple people. Same logic on yours?
Yeah,
or?
basically for cursed object.
Yeah. So basically, that did not work out for me. I shouldn't have gone someone so melee focused. I honestly completely forgot about Rasputina's melee ender, and that was more than anything the biggest brutality against me. I'm also just getting dripped on here. Nice. So yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah.
You absolutely wrecked me on that. That was my first time playing Justice. First time playing Guild.
Yeah.
If I could have, I shouldn't have. Where I sealed my fate was I ran Lady Justice in, and that just made it so she was going to get disengaged. You could easy charge from the Ice Golem. Yeah. I should have kept her out of combat and swung her around and tried to take on Rasputina one-on-one. I think that could have turned it in my favor.
Possibly, yeah. She's pretty awful close.
Yeah,
she has a close attack, but it's ass.
I also didn't think about this till way too long. I was trying to figure out how to get Lady Justice out of combat. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't want that constant slow applied if I tried to disengage. I should have walked one of my Death Marshals up and Pine Boxed her. And then he could have taken the disengaging strike. Even if he died, he would have gotten her out.
Right, that's true.
But it was thought of the idea way too late. Yeah.
As far as me, I was contemplating. I went assassinate and cursed object. Mm-hmm. Cursed object I picked pretty early.
That was my first time cursed objecting.
Yeah, same. I thought about taking Protect Your Territory, and then I also thought about the Entourage.
Right.
But I ended up turning those two down because I thought you would also play around with the midline. So yeah. I took Assassinate because I thought Lady Justice melee. I'm pretty sure I can get my Golem on her. And then Cursed Object was the exact same logic. I thought I could toss it around for points a turn.
Yep.
As far as playing...
I also knew that your games didn't have the greatest walk, so it'd be very hard to remove it.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of banking a little bit on the toss, that early toss to engage Judge.
That was good. That locked Judge down the entire game. I don't know if we even talked about that. The very first thing we did, because we showed that the game was there, I don't think we explained how it got there.
Oh yes.
The very first thing.
Ice Golem has a one-action tactical action. That is no check of any sort, just take a height 1 model. That has
Is that friend or... Oh, that has frozen heart. Okay.
That's always the key to them. And launch it up to 10 inches. If it impacts an enemy, they take the target number, defense 13.
Right.
12.
He didn't take damage from that, but it did lock him in melee for the rest. He should have pulled back at that point, taken the disengagement strike, and gotten into a better position.
It played pretty much how I expected me to play. I was a little scared of the burying the Pine Box.
Yep.
I was kind of expecting you.
I just never pulled it off.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting you to snake them around more, maybe like Pine Box my Golem.
I forgot the range on that December's Curse.
Yes.
I forgot the 10-inch range on it. 12-inch range. Sorry.
Yeah, that was the tactic of putting him in the middle. The idea was if I put him there, like December's Curse, the Death Marshals as they moved up. I focus fire them. Because I felt once they were down, I didn't feel like anything was ever going to drop the Ice Golem.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right.
And so...
What was his willpower?
4 or 5. It's not.
So if I had gotten there, I could have easily taken him out. Man, I screwed up in deployment. You deployed really, really aggressively, and I got to deploy counter to that, and I should have gone for flanking and snuck around back.
Yeah.
But I didn't, and I definitely should have. I should have used the Judge to soak some damage in the middle, draw you in, and then bring them around the backs in a wider arc than I did.
Yeah, no, Rasputina did move once that match.
Yeah.
She just got to fire through the ice.
Yeah, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. So good. I'm not excited for when you get Silent Ones and December Acolytes.
Snowstorm.
And Snowstorm.
I think that's an actual henchman for once.
Yeah, yeah. That was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so I think you're playing next game, our first henchman game.
Yes, against Pete.
Yep. We'll have to see if we're going to record that one or not. It's getting really loud in there. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament going on.
Yeah.
The good news, we should have a private recording room in about a month or so.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that. I guess another thing we're going to talk about is we're going to start a Malifaux campaign.
Yes.
We're going to do a 5-week campaign using the beta campaign rules. So you start as a henchman with 25 Soulstone Army. What we're going to do, it's going to be the 3 of us. And each week we'll each play against both other players. So it'll be 3 games per week going on. And then we'll probably do like a recap video at the end of each week where we can do our purchases and all that jazz.
5 weeks?
Yeah, 5 weeks. So I don't remember if it's a total point value or total games won at the end. I have to refresh myself in the rules. But yeah, that'll be coming. I'm excited about that. It's probably going to be about a month or so because I need to get my Ulix box in and painted. I want Old Major to be my starting henchman.
Yeah,
what are you leaning towards? Anything idea yet?
Widow Weaver, if I can get her soon. I think she's weird enough, and I want to kind of play Neverborn.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm also mildly tempted if I get Lucius, which is a slim chance of like weirdly routing into him with Widow Weaver.
And she's like an unattached henchman too, so to let you really play around with, which is cool.
I think she's a nightmare.
Yeah.
As far as type.
So I mean, you could, with her willpower things, you could definitely build towards a Pandora army.
That's true.
If you wanted, you could a Dreamer army.
That's
obviously,
true.
is really good.
Very much.
There's a lot of different ways you can go with that, and like that'll make it kind of unpredictable where you're going with it. Pete has expressed interest in Francisco.
Yes, he loves.
So he's a big fan of the Ortegas. So yeah, but yeah, I think in this one up,
Yep.
I like these recaps. I think we should do them more often. Thank you all for watching. Remember to leave a comment down below. If there's any particular things you want to know more about in our games or any particular matchups you want to see.
Yeah, sure.
And I think I might make a tutorial on those snow bases.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
So with those, Alex or Monarch has painted the figures except the Yeti. Is it Yeti or Wendigo? Wendigo, okay. And they're totally different things. They just keep, and I did the bases. But I might make a tutorial on those because I still want to make you those 50mm ice blocks.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But thank you all for watching. As always, have a good one.
Later.